Justin Timberland, and the likes. Yeah. Yes, doing great things in production.
I think it's about multitasking, and most times a very good producer have ideas about singing. They are good songwriters naturally, and if you have the voice, definitely you can also venture into singing. We have seen
Alicia Keys.
So it's more like I have this talent.
You know, we talked about this thing together when we were having this conversation about producers and music in general in Port Harcourt. I feel to some extent, I'm not being biased, all right? And no offense to anybody listening to me right now, but like the quality of production coming from Port Harcourt producers over time. I mean, shout outs to the likes of Prince Emmanuel, shout outs to the likes of great producers in River State. But like, we see our artists right here wanting to work with these producers in Lagos, wanting to collaborate with them on songs, wanting them to be, you want to have the likes of London, or what was his name? The guy in
the new guys,
Baby Fresh.
Yeah, Baby Fresh and the likes.
The new
Ozedikos,
that's the guy I wanted to mention. And then you want to have these guys on your song. You feel like, okay, this guy's being on your song is a plus for you. Or what do you think about the content production wise in Port Harcourt right now?
I listened to some of Port Harcourt sounds and the music. I would say it's good, you understand, but it's a natural thing for people to want to work with hit makers.
Okay.
It's a natural phenomenon. Like if I produce like 10 consistent hit tracks, one guy will like, okay, fine, this guy can actually give me that same content, you understand? I don't think it's more about like the sounds and all that. I think it's basically the environment per se. Because now Lagos is that kind of a place where it supports creatives so much, you understand?
Okay.
So they're kind of like new diversities you get. You get good, like 10 good persons there. Unlike in some other states, you have like 2.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
So where you see the higher number and you see their work there, you're like, okay, fine, let me work with these, with these people there.
For me, I think it's beyond that. One big issue we have in Port Harcourt is about reinvesting in your talent.
Okay.
Like you can see a producer using same set of plugins and set of samples for a long time, like 10 years. You're not investing back in your business.
Reinvest.
You have to spend money in your sound. You have to buy plugins every day. Sound engineers and all good quality producers outside and good companies, production companies, they create these samples, modern samples, new samples. Are they processing?
Just hold your thoughts. Just hold your thoughts there. Okay. I think you'd have to, talk about this thing. Most people don't know the difference between the sound engineer, the work of the sound engineer, and the work of the producer.
Okay, they're kind of intertwined in a way. I make a sound. I collect different sounds together and make them a song. You understand? The kick, the clap, the snare, the percussions, and all that. That's the work of the producer. You get? I record you. Okay, I structure the way the sound will be. Now the sound engineer perfects the sound, mixes it, you understand, make it to be like commercially available to the audience, you understand? Just like at times, if the music is, or the beat is good, and the engineering, like the sound, the mixing
is poor,
the whole song is bad.
Yes.
Do you understand? So both of them are kind of intertwined in their way. And that's why you see a producer and a mix engineer, at times they may be different on a particular song. You have a song produced by this person and mixed by another person,
which is bringing the point to heart right now. Where our sound engineers in River State?
We have some couple back in the days. Like I know of Indiana. It's quite good when it comes to mixing and mastering over time. Like Indiana is one of the best sound engineer I've heard. Like from this side of the Niger, and also we have the likes of Messiah and all. But it's about not having a lot of them. Lagos, you can have 500,
Suka
600,
sounds,
1,000. You have a lot of them.
Lagos is like the entertainment hub, the creative hub.
We can do so here. We can do so.
I think we should do like force we can do so here. Just like in every state, you have the Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand? We have the Silicon Valley. Yeah, you understand? So each state has like
the hub,
the uniqueness, the hub,
the central hub.
Exactly what they are known for. You understand? Because if you look at it here, sorry to say, no offense, in Port Harcourt here, the one thing that people like tend to like come here for, like clicking here, is the oil.
Yes. Yeah.
You also see a graphic designer say, okay, fine, let me come here and make it. Like photographer and all that. Yeah. You just struggle.
All right. Let's talk about your song, and we have like limited time to be here, so let's talk about the project you have at hand. Any forthcoming album or EP, anything you want to drop soon?
Yeah, I just finished working on a friend of mine, his EP, like 5 tracks.
All right.
Most of the tracks were produced by me, and the process now is on the mixing stage right now. So it will be out a couple of months.
You have this new song, Peleo, like you're begging somebody for something.
You produced the song.
I think it's a lady or something.
I produced the song actually. I did it for an artist. The studio section was very funny. I did the beats towards that Valentine period.
That's the period heartbreaks around, so you just have to beg and
something like that.
If you listen to the song, it has this kind of R&B feel. So I was like, okay, let me just do this kind of song for like this particular season.
All right.
And my friend was like, wow, I like this beat.
Let's jump on it.
Yeah, like let me just jump. Like, we'll just do whatever you want to do. Then it took me to the studio. Like, hey.
Time will not be on our side to talk about the commercial aspect of production, how people could leverage on this trade and the act itself, and make good money from it. But if you could just drop in a snippet, like how do you guys make money? People are stuck. Some people have been doing this thing for quite a long time and nothing is forthcoming. So how do you make money? Do we do beats and do we put them up for people to come and buy? If people are buying, how do you monetize them? So that I don't just put beats out there, but I put quality beats out there for people to buy, and I make money. It's money. It's a money making Monday right now. Like, is everybody vexed?
First of all, I'll say weigh your options. You understand? That was the first thing. One of my boss told me, Saz. He said, weigh your options. You understand? If as a new producer and I'm tending towards making money, you may not really see that much. You understand? But there's so many ways you can make money off the production game now. Some do it by royalties.
Right.
Some like before the beats and all that. So it depends on
weigh your options basically.
Exactly.
All right. Quickly, your social media handles before we sample your song and we step out of studio.
You can follow me on all social media. This is Wizard.
This is Wizard.
Without
not the
R.
Wizard of Oz.
Without the R. Without the R.
Without the R. It's quite different.
This is Wizard.
Instagram,
Facebook, Twitter.
Yes.
All right. And pre-APC.
Yeah. PREYEPIZZI. Simple. Pre-APC. Thank you.
Guys, we'll talk about the Wizard himself, the Wizard of production. Do well to follow him on socials. It's the Wizard, right?
This is Wizard.
This is Wizard.
Without the R.
Without the R. And for me, it's Dave _Melforth _ Roberts. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Let's check out this new song, Below. Enjoy the rest of your day. The world news comes up next. Enjoy your day.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the Fusa Cruise.
Wizard.
Yeah. Fusa be the plug of life. She a good girl, but she says she wants to be with a guy like me. Bello, on the fast lane, but you're trying to bring a vibe that will slow me down. Bello, if you think you can stop my shine, can't stop my shine, nigga. Bello, if you think you can hold me down, I won't take it guessing up. Cause 2 wrongs don't make a right. I won't take it guessing up. Cause 2 wrongs don't make a right. Hello, it's on the weekend. I'm with my guys. We just hello. Like why you hating? I share a ordinary vibe where I vibe where you did with me for mine. Say I don't go get peace of mind, and if they send you come, you know see me fine. Send you come, and Shayna, the lifestyle they pay you like this because I do attention, you want to artist. Now you don't price markets where you know fit to buy. Bad as you reach, claim your own glory. Reach for the stars and create your own story. Instead of trying to be, just try to be a better you. And if the hate is tight, you better try and learn to let it loose. Look in the mirror at
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people. Every day, every hour. When the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today 95.1 FM.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port
Hardcore. News.
Good afternoon. This is the World News at noon on your premium talk radio. Today, 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. I am Kala Dakorubatbo. First, the headlines. Kaduna indigents. Joint health sector union suspends 7-day warning strike across Nigeria. On the foreign scene, Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni announces further easing of coronavirus restrictions as infection rate continue to rise. Stay tuned for the news in details. President Muhammadu Buhari has asked all indigents of Kaduna to cooperate with the government and security agencies to secure peace and harmony in the state. The president made the plea during his speech at the 5th edition of the Kadinvest, the state's annual economic and investment forum. President Buhari's call for peace comes amid recent efforts to secure the state from incidents of violent crimes. The president further urged Kaduna indigents to live together as brothers and sisters, adding that without peace, development cannot take place. On his part, the state governor, Nasir El-Rufai, said his administration was committed to ending the Southern Kaduna issue, which he said dates back to 40 years ago. The Joint Health Sector Unions, JSU, has suspended its 7-day warning strike across the country. In a statement issued by its national president, Bill Bekantoye Josiah, the health workers comprising 5 unions are expected to resume work today. Josiah also accused the federal government of resorting to blackmail and intimidation of members using what he described as all former faceless organizations rather than negotiating with the union. The health workers had embarked on the warning strike on September 14 following the failure of the government to meet their demands. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki of the People's Democratic Party has been declared winner of the state election. Obaseki defeated Osage Ize Iyamu of the All Progressives Congress to win the second highest number of votes. INEC returning officer for the election who declared the governor as the winner said Obaseki secured a total of 307,955 votes, while the APC candidate got 223,619 votes.
Of APP had 2374 votes. Of Siagere Eze Iyamu of APC had 223,619 votes. 223,619 votes. TV and Ozodo of NRON had 573 votes. 573 votes. Godwin and Obaseki of the PDP had 307,955. 307,955. That is Obayakon of SDP had 323 votes. That Godwin and Obaseki of PDP, having satisfied the requirement of the law in meeting the 25% into third of the local government areas in the states and having a margin of lead higher than the council votes, is hereby declared the winner and returned elected.
A total of 14 political parties fielded candidates to race for the office of the governor in the state. Meanwhile, Governor Godwin Obaseki says the outcome of the election in Edo State is a reflection of the will of the Edo, which was held on Saturday, September 19. Obaseki said the people of Edo State have spoken and they spoke loud and clear. He thanked President Muhammadu Buhari for providing a level playing field for all parties in the election.
They have spoken loud and clear. We thank God Almighty and give Him all the glory for this victory. Thank you, President Muhammadu Buhari, for defending our democracy and allowing the Independent Electoral Commission, INEC, and the security services to perform their constitutional functions without interference. INEC and the security services have shown Nigerians and the world indeed that they are capable of conducting free and credible elections. Words fill me in saluting the timid supporters who displayed courage in the face of threats, intimidation, intimidation and brutalization. The collective will of Edo people made it possible for us to triumph over Godfatherism. We thank you all. I am eternally grateful to my party, the People's Democratic Party, PDP.
The governor also promised to make Edo State great alongside his deputy.
Our success has reinforced my belief that there's nothing we cannot achieve as a people if we pull forces together and collectively call on God for support. In conclusion, I reiterate to all of you today that working with my deputy, the Right Honorable Philip Schreiber, we are committed to make Edo great again.
The chairman of the People's Democratic Party's National Campaign Council and Rivers State Governor Yason Wikes thanked Edo State people for the support they gave to the party leading to the victory in the state governorship election. Presenting Governor Godwin Obaseki after he was declared the winner of the election, Governor Wike also thanked all those who served in the campaign council for their efforts.
Thank all the entire people of Edo State for the support they have given to us since the campaign and during the election and after the election yesterday till today. To God be the glory, all their efforts are not in vain. Our governor has been declared as the winner of the September 19, 2020 governorship election in Edo State. I want to particularly thank my colleagues, the governor of Delta State, the governor of Oyo State, even though he had just left, and all other people who served in the campaign council. I don't know how to thank them, but for the teamwork. I also thank the governor for giving us the necessary support that helped to lead to this victory. I want to say thank you. The press, you've done noble, you've done marvelous. Let me now formally introduce the newest governor.
President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated Godwin Obaseki on his re-election as governor of Edo State. The president congratulated him in a statement signed by Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Gabashew, urging him to continue to show grace and humility in victory. The president also commended the election process in the state, reiterating the government's commitment to free and fair elections. President Buhari also commended the people of the state, the parties, candidates, and security agencies for conducting themselves responsibly. The Nigerian Bar Association has described the recently concluded Edo governorship election as generally peaceful. The decision was reached following the supervision of the observer group constituted by the NBA, President Olumide Akpata, with membership majorly drawn from different NBA branches in Edo State. The group observed that the presence of police security and military appeared to have calmed the nerves of political stakeholders and their agents, adding that there was no incident of violence in the last 48 hours before Election Day. The NBA also noted that the provision of materials was adequate in the circumstances of the elections conducted in the different units, and the materials were available in over 8% of the polling units as at when due. Similarly, election observation groups, transition monitoring group, and Edo civil society organizations have rated the Edo state governorship election as largely free and fair. The group, however, flagged incidences of voter inducement across the 18 local governments in the state by the groups. It said that the two major political parties, APC and PDP, were involved and tried to outdo each other in voter inducement, with suspected party leaders glaringly seen sharing money to a group of voters, mostly women, in many polling units, the groups said. This was disclosed in their preliminary report signed by the TMG chairperson Abiola Akiyode Afolabi. The group noted that despite the few lapses observed, the election was relatively well executed and largely free and fair. They also cited impressive voter turnouts, fair and adequate security, as some of the incidents that contributed to the success of the election. You are listening to the World News at noon on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After this break, more news, foreign and sports stories. Please do stay tuned.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
And we're back.
You're still tuned to the World News at noon on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. Thank you for staying tuned. Welcome back now to the rest of the bulletin. Police in Kana and Gokana local government area of Rivers State have given a 2-week ultimatum to all gang members, including friends and associates of the late notorious kidnapper Bosky, to surrender their arms and report to the nearest police station. The 2 divisional police officers of Bori, Bako, Angbashim and his Gokana counterparts. The 2 divisional police officers of Bori, Bako, Angbashim and his Gokana counterparts, Blesse Etete, gave the order during the town hall meeting with the people of Inwol in Gokana local government area. The police officers warned the people of Inwol to resist the temptation of accommodating persons with unknown identity or be ready to face the music if such persons were found to be cultists or criminals.
You know, it's like some people feel that cultism is a normal thing. Cultism is a big offense to us. It's 21 years in prison. If you support the person, now 14. You are not saying everybody get my number now. If you are in the court, you can denounce. Come and meet the paramount ruler. We'll go help you. But if you are in court and you don't denounce, when I catch you, you go face am.
Take all these people to file down to police station within 24 hours and see the DPO. If not, anything they see within 24 hours, they will get it. If you don't follow and go back, quickly go and tell Allah they don't mention his name. If not, this general prayer, so we don't accept here. You go affect them.
Speaking earlier, the paramount ruler of the Inwol community, Menebon Sam Baribo Dawo, called for the setting up of a security committee to work with the police and other security agencies to ensure lasting peace in the area. Ekiti State Police Command has placed a 5 million naira bounty on a suspected serial bank robber and kidnapper. This was disclosed in a statement signed by the police spokesperson Abutu Sunday. The suspect, with real names Ogun Toimbo Samuel, is popularly known as 11 and Bado. He has allegedly masterminded bank robberies and abductions in the Ekiti State and neighboring Ondo State. The police have therefore urged any person with useful information concerning his whereabouts to please contact the nearest police station. The Kaduna State government has declared 3 days mourning for the late Emir of Zazao, Alhaji Shehu Idris. The special advisor to Governor Nasir El-Rufai on Media and Communication, Muyiwa Adekeye, announced this in a statement. Adekeye said public offices would open on September 21 and September 22, but there will be a public holiday in September 23 to honor the late Emir. The Emir died at the 44 Army Reference Hospital in Kaduna yesterday at the age of 84. Idris was the 18th Emir of Zazao and the chairman of the Zazao Emirate Council. The monarch ascended the throne at the age of 36 in 1975. On the foreign scene, Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni has announced a further easing of coronavirus restrictions in the country as the infection rate continues to rise. The health ministry has blamed the rise in infections on the public's complacency to social distancing and wearing of masks. Museveni said the country could not remain under restrictions indefinitely, citing the economy's weakened health in the wake of the pandemic. The president said international borders will be reopened for tourists, while returning Ugandan citizens who have tested negative for COVID-19 will be allowed to self-isolate at home. To end the news now, here is a summary of the major stories. President Muhammadu Buhari has called for peace amongst Kaduna indigents. The joint health sector unions has suspended its 7-day warning strike across the country. On the foreign scene, Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni has announced the further easing of coronavirus restrictions as infection rates continues to rise. That was the news. As detailed by Stella Sassongu. For comments and inquiries, please call 0815-341-8657 or 0814-434-3502 or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. You can also read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com. Do not forget, please take responsibility. Wash your hands frequently with soap on the running water Always have with you at all times alcohol, base and sanitizers. Avoid touching your face and eye contact surfaces to prevent the spread of coronavirus. If you can, work from home. Otherwise, observe social distancing when you're out there. And always wear your facial mask when in a gathering of two or more people, because COVID-19 is real. However, it is not a death sentence. Good afternoon. Stay tuned, stay safe. I am Kala Dakurubatubo.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
I am a proud Nigerian. I have been placed here